Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering. And what I have to showcase today is vampires for best of one. The main star of the show is going to be Bringer of the Last Gift. When it enters, and if you cast it, you get to sacrifice all the other creatures that are on the field, and then return all the creatures in the graveyards that weren't put into the battlefield this way. It's a pretty powerful card, and it can be a double-edged sword, because the enemy creatures are going to be entering the battlefield too if they have some in the graveyard. However, we have Callous Bloodmage, which can exile the target opponent's or player's graveyard. So that's going to be our way to counteract that, along with a couple of copies of Legion Reconnaissacrator. I don't know how to pronounce that, but whenever it attacks, you get to exile a creature card from any graveyard and then create a 3/1 copy of it and put it into your graveyard. So that's another way to kind of target their creatures. And aside from that, we're going to be exiling creatures if we need to with Fragrant Reality, which is another way. Everything else is pretty much just to help keep card draw. So we got 4 copies of Dusk Legion Zealot. Callous Bloodmage can be used for card draw, and Clavileno, First of the Blessed, which is used for card draw if you can activate its ability and place it on a creature. Whenever a creature attacks, you get to put this ability. When a creature dies, draw a card and create a tapped 4/3 white black vampire creature token. Then we also have 2 copies of High Marshal Arguel. When it dies, the first time, you get to create a copy of Arguel's Bloodfest, and you can transform it right away into a land. The second time it dies, you can transform it still, but it's better not to. You just leave it there, so you can activate its third time, which is when it dies, and if you have the land and the enchantment, you get to create 2 4/3 white black vampire demon creature tokens. So we have cheap creatures. We're going to be sacrificing with Ruthless Lawbringer, and we get to destroy target non-land permanent, which is pretty much anything except lands, and it's a pretty good ability. Aside from that, we're also sacrificing creatures with Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, and we can also cheat out creatures if we need to. In the early game, we could also cheat out Bringer of the Last Gift, which is a 6/6 flying. It's pretty good. Let's see, we got City Stalker Connoisseur, just to have the opponent discard their highest card from their hand, as well as get a blood token where we could discard a creature or anything in our hand to draw a card. Toxic Deluge is our board wipe. It costs life to use, but it bypasses invulnerability, and it's a pretty good cheap board wipe. Yeah, sometimes it's cost of a lot of health, but we're going to be gaining a lot of health because of Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord and Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. When we sacrifice a creature, we gain 3 life, and this one gives our creatures lifelink passively. We got 1 copy of Heliod's Intervention, just in case the opponent has too many artifacts and enchantments to just target single-handedly. And then the rest is just basic lands. Let's see, we got Phyrexian Tower for an extra sacrifice outlet in case they're trying to exile our creatures. We don't want that to happen. A couple of dual lands. Cavern of the Souls to prevent creatures or vampires from being countered. Field of the Ruin. Sometimes lands are pesky, so we need a way to deal with those. And Voltron Estate. This can be used to cast vampires if we don't have the right colors, but it can also be used to create a blood token, which we can use to draw cards. Alright, let's go ahead and play some games, and thank you for watching. Alright, so we're going to play a tap land first, just because we got nothing to play, and it saves us 2 damage if we really need it. We'll play Dusk Legion Zealot just for that card draw, plus we can potentially use it to sacrifice it when we play Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. That creature's got 4 health, so sacrificing it to Sorin's not going to do very well. So, we'll just, I guess, choose this land. Yeah. We'll go Dusk Legion, Death Touch, and a +1/+1 counter. Just to gain some life, and if he decides to block it, well, it'll destroy his creature because of Death Touch. Oosh. Okay, so he takes care of Sorin, which is okay. We can play Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord. It'll go up to 6 counters, maybe? No, we'll play Callous Blood Mage. Just go for the card draw. Maybe we can get a board wipe. Maybe just continue card drawing with Dusk Legion Zealot. I'm gonna hold this back just so we can block the Skullport Merchant. We don't really care if our creatures die or not. Okay. Dusk Legion Zealot seems like a good play also because it's cheap to play, and if we draw something good, maybe we can use it. Alright, maybe we can transform this right away. If he decides to destroy it, we'll have an extra land. If not, maybe we can use Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord for some life gain. Ooh, okay. Well, at least it takes 2 points of damage off from his attack. Just draw a card. Not too sure what to do here. Maybe we just, yeah, we'll try to get our 2 4/3 creatures with flying next turn. It's not looking too great right now, but we can always bounce back. Wonder if he's like, when are you gonna hit that surrender button? Or concede button? Let's get that 1 life. It'll let us tank another attack. Just gonna let it go through. We already have the land, so we don't need to transform it. This guy's gonna continue to let us rope out, or he's gonna rope us again. Maybe he feels confident. You know, I am at 1 health, giving us a chance to concede. Well, that's a good card. We got extra mana to spare, so we might as well bring Legion Reconsecrator on the field.
Strife monsters of us all.
Maybe we can get 4/3 vampire creature tokens. I think we're gonna attack here for the health. We need as much as we can get. So this does have 1 health, so if we sacrifice it, we'll only get 1 health from it. But I think it's better if we use Legion Consecrator to get 2 health off of it when we sacrifice it, and then bring back another High Marshal since we had 2 in the graveyard. And it'll follow the legendary rule, where only 1 legendary card can be on the battlefield at the same time, so one of them will be sacrificed automatically. And see if he goes for the attack. Good card. We don't want that on the field. Starts exiling our graveyard. Looks like he's gonna go for the attack. Now the 5/3 does have trample, so we're gonna take some damage here. But let's do that legend rule play. So 1 gets destroyed. 2/4/3 vampires. Gonna take 2 points of damage because the trample is gonna bypass or just go across our vampire, 3 health vampire, so that's 2 points. Let's see what we can draw from here. Decline that. Oh, that's an awesome draw. Alright, we'll just attack with everything. For 5 health, since they each have lifelink passively. And then whatever he blocks and can go to the graveyard, so we can bring him back with Bringer of the Last Gift. Of course it's going to bring out his other creatures, but it's not as bad as the Predator card he has. These tokens are going to go to waste, but that's fine. Legend rule. We're going to exile his graveyard to make sure he can't bring that Predator card back out. Create the 1/1 for lifelink. And since it came from the graveyard and he didn't cast it, the X/X/X ability he had previously doesn't work because he didn't spend any mana to cast it. Looks like we're in a good position. We got 3 flyers to block his 2 flyers. Okay, it's got haste, but it doesn't have trample, so that's good news. We'll just block it with the High Marshal to get 2 more flying vampires, which we can then use to gain life next turn. We don't need to try to destroy it. It has first strike, so it's not going to take any damage from us. Alright, let's just go in all in, I guess.
The weak, the strong.
Doesn't really matter. So that's 4 times 4, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26. 32 health that we can gain from this attack. Looks like he surrenders. GG. Not too sure about this hand. Everything costs 3, but it sounds kind of slow to me. Alright, same thing. Everything costs 3, but we got Toxic Deluge. So if he spams the board with creatures, we can take care of it pretty easily. Dusk Legion for the draw. Callous Blood Mage for some more draw. Kinda just want to keep up with our lands and available options while adding a little bit of pressure on the board. He's destroying lands. That's interesting. Maybe High Marshal if he decides to destroy it. That'd be good. Also, it's 3 damage. That's, you know, better than 2 and 1. More land destroyed. More land destruction. Just keep drawing cards. We need those lands. Let's just play this card. Maybe we can get it to draw cards for us. Nice, doesn't go for the creature. Just want to keep creatures on the field since we're not going to be able to cast creatures later on, at least more expensive ones. We're doing alright now, but you never know. It's kind of like a race against time. Card draw might be good. Or maybe some more pressure instead. I want to try to bring his life points down quickly. Since he's destroying lands, we don't want the Voldarian to be destroyed right away, since it's our only option for bringing out Ruthless Lawbringer. It adds any color we need for a specific creature we name. That's tough. Nothing to sacrifice, nothing to destroy. Just playing it as a body. We just need 3 damage after all. We don't have the white land. Maybe I can create a blood token and search for it. Or ditch some of these toxic deluges. Gotta tank the hit. what he's planning. At least he's not destroying lands. Awesome. We needed that. Whenever creature comes out, it's going to come tapped, so it'll give us the opportunity to deal the 3 damage. I guess he's not running any cheap creatures. Interesting. Nice, 10 health. Just keep ditching these toxic delusions. But we'll wait for his turn. Looks like he wants to outpace us. We need one more land to bring out Bringer of the Last Gift, which we have 6, 7, 8, yeah. Alright, let's swing in first. Just want to get some health in case he destroys the board. Alright. I guess it doesn't matter where I ordered that one. A Marshal, in case he destroys the board again. This time we'll come with 4, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 3 creatures. Oh, he exiles it. Dang. We got another Bringer. Destroys Maze Mind Totem. Game. Alright, this last game is just going to feature the opponent playing a lot of enchantments and tokens, and I'm pretty much just going to be trying to keep those numbers down, you know, like getting rid of whatever enchantments may prove the most beneficial for them at the moment. I'm just going to let this one play out. You guys can watch and let me know what you think, and yeah.
will not bring me pleasure, nor pain. Thank you for your service. Our fiends thirst for life.